everybody, Avery here with another exciting episode of Webkinz Big Brother 3. The first house guest is about to be evicted. But first, much has happened in the house since the veto ceremony. With 3 nominees on the chopping block, a lot of deals have been made. Liberty, Lucky, and Phil were all talking up game and trying to secure their safety in the house. Are they able to do it?
Did you see the look on his face? He was so shocked. Like, why did she nominate me? I know, I was really surprised too. But, I can totally understand why. Yeah, me too. They went around the first thing coming in the house saying they're best friends. I totally understand why she did it. I think Phil thought he was totally safe because he was famous and has a best friend. Yeah, really. Hi, everybody. Hey, Maggie. You want to chat with us? As his sister, it's my job to make sure that Lucky stays safe this week. Other than Lucky, I don't really have an alliance in this house, and I need to find out which house guests I'm cool with and which I'm not. I'm pretty sure the guys are already listening to Phil and Liberty try to drum up some support, so I feel like the best choice for me is to go to the girls. Hey, Maggie, you want to chat with us? Yeah, that'd be great. You must be so worried because of your brother. Yeah, I am. I really don't want to lose my best friend, It's really hard. I can totally imagine. I bet Lucky's gonna be safe. He was the MVP's nominee pretty much because the only 2 house guests that are really targets are already up on the block. Yeah, probably, but you never know. Everybody's going around making deals right now. What if he does get out? Maggie, I can totally tell you, your brother is safe. I can see it. Everybody's deciding between Phil and Liberty. You think so? I know so. Your brother needs your support right now. He's probably feeling just as down as you are. So don't get down. Keep your head up. He will be okay. But right now, you have to think about yourself and you and your brother's game. What's best for you guys? What are you thinking? Liberty or Phil? I haven't really thought about it actually. See? And there's your problem. Not about whether or not your brother's gonna get out. He's safe. With big targets like Phil and Liberty sitting right next to him, no way is he getting out. Your real problem is deciding on who to vote. Before you know it, it's gonna be time to vote and you're gonna be sitting in that diary room with no idea what to do. Oh my gosh, you're right. What do I do? I haven't even thought about who to vote. Well, luckily you've got 3 girls here ready to help. Right, girls? Right, absolutely. What do you guys think? We've narrowed it down to this. Liberty, he's very dramatic and, well, he can be rude, but he's not much of a threat. So he's good at keeping the house because the attention gets off of everybody who keeps their mouths shut. Phil, on the other hand, he and Shadow, well, they have a very strong relationship, and that could be dangerous. Strong, powerful alliances like that, that's what gets everybody else out and keeps the alliances in. They stay together, they stay strong, and they become a power group. So you think Phil? I think so. Shadow and Phil, they might not be so strong, but they're still friends, and down the road it could be dangerous for everybody. That's a good point. I hadn't thought about it like that. Thanks, Snow. I really appreciate you talking to me. Of course. Us girls have to stick together. You can count on all of us anytime you need something. Definitely. I ended up getting support I didn't know I needed. Snow is really great. I think I found myself an alliance. Right now, Girl Power has 3 Webkinz. It could possibly have 4 in the future. If Maggie keeps coming to us for help, I think Blush and Patches would be glad to welcome her into our group. So who knows, Big Brother fans? You might be seeing a 4th member in the Girl Power Alliance. I promise to help keep Liberty safe this week. It is very important he doesn't say something that could possibly damage his safety in the house right now. I see a lot of Webkinz looking at Phil right now. Phil and Shadow seem to be pretty dangerous. So I'm going to really stir up the pot. I'm gonna work my magic and get them to vote out Phil instead. I almost want another nap. It's too bright out. I don't think I could sleep. Really? I thought old people like to sleep. Who are you calling old? Liberty's not much of a threat. You sure about that? What are you saying? I don't know. A lot of kids seem to hate you. I came off strong. I apologize for anything I might have said to you. I didn't mean it. I'm very thick-headed.
Well, I appreciate that. I honestly never expected an apology from you. I come from a different generation of Kins. I'm not really used to seeing Kins get jobs from, well, the computer and the internet and these social networks. It's weird to me. If that's what the Kins are doing for jobs now, well, at least they're doing something, right? Alright, well, I can understand that. I totally see that. You come from a totally different era. I promise, though, the computer, games, internet, it can be good. I mean, it helps me pay my bills. It's got me fame, popularity. Perhaps I need to, look into this internet thing. You know, you might be alright. I mean, maybe if the kids got to know you, maybe they'd see, yeah, sure, you're a little angry, but maybe you're just a sweet old man inside. Alright, that's taking it a little bit too far. Liberty's not really the grandpa type, you know? Yeah, I can't really see him lounging around and clothes are too baggy, handing out candies. Not really his type. He's the shake the cane going, get off my lawn, kiddos. You youngins are strange, I tell you. Game talk here for just a second. Okay. Who are you thinking of voting out? To be honest, it's an easy choice to vote for you, Liberty. I mean, you know, no offense, gameplay move and everything. With the way I acted when I first came into this house, I don't blame you at all. Here's the thing. Liberty's really not that all... Here's the thing. Liberty really isn't that much of a threat. Think about it. Who on the block right now has a best friend he's known for several years? Lucky? No, well, I mean, yes, but that's because he's related to her. I'm talking about Phil. You know, Phil and Shadow? Phil and Shadow? Are they really that dangerous? The biggest threat in the house is friendship.
You do have a point. Friendship is very strong, very powerful. Having a friendship like that this early on in the game, they could dominate this game, and we couldn't do anything about it. Do you really think they're that strong, though? Absolutely. Don't undermine them. They might be doing poorly now, but can you imagine how dangerous they'll be later on in the game? They'll be voting together, they'll be competing together. And can you imagine what will happen when they form an alliance with somebody? They'd have even more Webkinz on their side. I see what you're saying. They are dangerous. I've seen anything in my time at the bar. I've seen friendship is powerful. Friends will do anything for each other. I was going to vote out Liberty, but perhaps... Exactly. Showman says they're strong and they're dangerous. A friendship is the same thing, minus the romance. We have to be smart players. We have to do what's best for our game. Obviously, I'm not telling you, go vote Phil, but if you want to be a smart player, and I know you're smart, Trick, then definitely vote out Phil. I appreciate you talking to me. This is a very interesting point I hadn't considered. I know it's not over till the Fatkin sings, but I think I hear the Fatkin singing. It's time to go into the living room with the house guests. Hello, house guests. It is time for your first eviction. As you know, Liberty, Lucky, and Phil are currently up for eviction. Before the voting begins, each of the nominees will have one last chance to try to convince our house guests to vote in their favor. I just want to take this time to say, because I know I didn't speak with all of you privately, if I came off as rude and strong, I do apologize. I come from a different era, and many of you have different jobs, different lifestyles that I'm not used to. I didn't mean it that way. I'm just very thick-headed. I hope that you will vote to keep me to stay. I'd like to get to know many of you better, and, well, it's been a good game if you vote for me to leave.
I just want to say I really would like to stay and play. I don't really think I'm a threat to any of you. And, Maggie, if I leave, I'm sorry. I love you.
Alright, well, I would just like to say one of us nominees is definitely dangerous and could potentially ruin your game. I don't believe that is me. So hopefully you will vote for me to stay, and you will vote out the nominee who is dangerous. No names. Alright, it is time for the voting to begin. Avril, as the current head of household, you will not be able to vote unless in the case of a tie. The 3 nominees will not be able to vote either. Mr. Mistopheles, please go to the diary room. Mr. Mistopheles made an alliance with Liberty to keep him safe this week. His vote should reflect this. Hello, Mr. Mistopheles. Hello, Avery. Please cast your vote to evict. I vote to evict
Phil. Thank you. Howard spoke to Mr. Mistopheles about keeping Liberty safe, but was it enough to convince him? Hello, Howard. Hello, Avery. Please cast your vote to evict. I vote to evict Lucky. Thank you. Trick spoke with Mr. Mistopheles and seemed to be convinced that Phil was a threat. His vote should reflect this. Hello, Trick. Hello, Avery. Please cast your vote to evict. I vote to evict Phil. Thank you. Shadow is Phil's best friend. His vote should be for him to stay. Hello, Shadow. Hello, Avery. Please cast your vote to evict. I proudly vote to evict Liberty. Thank you. Snow seemed to convince Maggie that Phil is the real threat. Did Maggie change her mind? Hello, Maggie.
Hello, Avery.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Phil.
Thank you. Precious is in an alliance with Trick, but will her vote be the same as his? Hello, Precious. Hello, Avery. Please cast your vote to evict. I vote to evict Phil. Thank you. Snow and her alliance seem to think that Phil is the real threat. Her vote should reflect this. Hello, Snow. Hello, Avery. Please cast your vote to evict. I vote to evict Phil. Thank you. Blush is in an alliance with Snow, so her vote should be the same. Hello, Blush.
Hello, Avery.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Phil.
Thank you. Patches is also a part of Girl Power, so she should vote the same way. Hello, Patches.
Hello, Avery.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Phil.
Thank you. Natalia convinced Avril to nominate Phil, so she should also vote him out. Hello, Natalia.
Hello, Avery.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Phil.
Thank you. House guests, the votes are in. Lucky, you are safe with only one vote.
Oh, thank gosh.
By a vote of 8-1. Phil, you have been evicted from the Big Brother house.
Oh. Okay, alright. Are you kidding me? You guys voted out my best friend?
No.
Don't oh no me. You probably voted for him. At least 2 Webkinz have decency. Oh man. So sorry. I'm so sorry. It's alright. It's alright. I will be watching at home with my family. You better make me proud, Shadow. For sure, man. For sure.
I had a great time playing with you, Phil.
You too, little guy. You too. Well, play hard, Shadow. Thanks for letting me play with you guys. Thanks for voting me out. Bye, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Hello, Avery.
The first Webkinz voted out of Webkinz Big Brother 3. What are you feeling right now?
Well, honestly, I'm feeling very shocked. I feel a little betrayed by the Webkinz in the house, but, mostly shocked.
What do you think happened?
Well, honestly, you know what? I was up against a campaign manager, and I imagined he campaigned. I mean, props to him. I imagine he went around, you know, he apologized, he gave the usual load of lies to keep himself safe, and he's safe, and somehow they saw me as a threat, I guess. I really don't know.
You didn't talk much with the house guests while you were up on the block. Why was this?
Well, actually, I basically just thought I was put up because, you know, Shadow took himself down. I went up. I just assumed that it was just, you know, she had to replace somebody, so she put up me. I thought everybody was going to vote for Liberty. I thought it was a very obvious choice. I thought, you know, Avril made it very clear that he was the target, and I guess he did what he does best. He campaigned.
Well, I'm very sorry that you have been evicted. It's always very hard to be the first Webkinz out of the house, but in the event you were evicted, some of your house guests taped goodbye messages for you. Phil, if you're seeing this, that means that you are out of the house. I will admit to you that I actually was the one who convinced Avril to put you up. You made a huge mistake because you basically told the house that your best friends was somebody who's also in the house. It was great playing with you. This is just a game. I do enjoy all of your acting. Phil, man, if you're seeing this, I mean, something went wrong. Somewhere along the line, somebody in the house flipped everybody. Maybe we should have talked to some people. I thought it was really obvious that you were going to be safe. Hopefully I can fight for you
I will try to win this thing. You know what? It always sucks being the first one out. Good luck to you, but I'm really glad I'm in this house, so I'm not sorry to see you go.
What are your thoughts after seeing those messages?
Of course, I expected shadows. Honestly, Natalia's is a little surprising. I didn't know that announcing my friendship with Shadow was going to be such a bad move for me, but I guess, you know, if I had to do it all over again, and knowing what I know now, I probably would keep our friendship a secret, or at least not, you know, announce it so broadly.
Alright, well again, I'm very sorry that you were eliminated. A new round is about to begin on Webkinz Big Brother 3. A new house guest will be crowned the head of household. And who will be the next MVP player? You get to decide. Check out the description below and you will find the link to where you can vote for the next MVP. Remember, it can be anybody in the house, even the previous MVP. Vote for the house guest you think is playing the best game, and they will get the power to nominate a third nominee. The voting closes soon, so make sure to vote now. You can only vote once. This is Avery from outside the Big Brother house saying, see you next time.